J Global Concepts welcome you to learn everything about PixelLab.
Hello, welcome back. I know this time now you guys are eager. Oh, let's start the design now. Let's start the design now. Please calm down. Yeah, calm down. I'm taking my time to explain the function of every key so that when you start your design, you will not have any problem. You know what every key is used for, the function of every key. So just give me this first introduction. Let me introduce everything we are doing here to you. So now let me focus on the test. Let me keep the money and the cycle here. Let's do something about this test. Now, what we want to do with the test, quickly learn what we can do with this test. Number one, the first thing we can do with this test is we can edit it. I can change the name from Jacob to Joseph. I can edit the test. That is number one. Number two, I can delete it, or let me undo. I can copy it, simply mean I can duplicate it. You can see it. I have two tests now. That is copy. I can send it to let me delete the second one. I can send it from front to back as we have explained already, or to front. We have explained this. I can position it, take it like this or take it like this. I can use this key, especially this position is very important when you have a small item that your hand is, you want to move it and your hand is shaking. You can use this position sorry to move it. You can see you can see, or you can just use your hand. But when you have something, maybe an icon that is very small, this one will be very important to be used. So let's go back to the test. Come and press A. Now, relative position simply mean you can carry it go this side, this side, this side, up, up. You can see how it's jumping. So that is relative position. Size mean I can reduce it, I can increase it, reduce, increase. That is the function of the size. Color mean I can change the color to blue, to this, to this, to this, to this, to this. Let's take it to blue, or yes, or back to the red before. Okay. Now texture, what is texture? Texture mean I want to change this color of a text to an image or to another different thing. Let me just show you an example. If you come here, you click a texture, you see no texture selected, you enter here, it will link you to your gallery. Then you pick anything you want that texture to look like. Let me quickly pick a texture here, something here, this one here. Let me pick it and apply it. You can see my text has changed to the color of that texture. I can go back and change it. If I don't like it, I will use another thing. Let me quickly use maybe this Nigeria flag here. If I want to, you can see what I have, green and white. I can still play with it by enable this and doing like this. You can see what I'm getting here. You can still delete this and apply another one. Maybe let me use this. This is Chinese flag. You can play with it or whatever. So that is texture for you. Or let me undo, undo. So that is texture for you. Now another thing we can do with that text is that we can reduce the opacity. Opacity mean the visibility. So if I want to reduce how visible this text is, all I need to do is to read. As I'm bringing it down, you can see the visibility is reducing. But I am not going to do that. I will leave it at 100%. It's not only text, even shape. You can reduce the visibility of the shape. Anything background, you can see how I am reducing the visibility. That is the work of an opacity. We move ahead. Go back to the text. Now, what again? Rotate. We can rotate this text. First thing, I can grab here and begin to rotate it, or I will use this key here to rotate. It's still the same thing you achieve. Can you see me? See it? That is rotation for you. Another thing is marks. If you want to remove part of the text or the shape, take for instance, I can cut this shape using marks. I can, if I enable marks now, you can see I've just gotten a half, maybe a moon. I've gotten a moon design now by maxing out part of the image. So you can use marks even here. If you want, you can use marks. More tutorial on how to use marks coming. You can see I have cut part of it away. So, but let's cancel it. So let's go on, move on with the test and see what we can do with it. I can change the front to another different front entirely. Different front, you can see it here. As you are tapping here, you can see the changes above there happening here. So that is the A and B is for star, front star. You can make it bold, you can make it italic, underline, cancel the underline. That is the function. Then you can curve it this way or this way. That is what this is used for. You can add background to it. You can change the background color here. Background color. If you don't need background anymore, you cancel it. You come back. You see, no more background. We can now align it. Alignment will be using when we have more writing, more than one, and line spacing. I can space the words to be far. You understand this spacing. You can see I'm increasing the spacing between the letters. But you get to know more about this when we start design properly. Then we can add stroke, maybe a blue stroke, orange, black, or white stroke to it, and we can increase the size of the stroke and we can reduce it. You can see it, not only text, even the cycle, you can increase the stroke. You can see white stroke. You can change this color, change the color of anyone to anyone you want. So that is what stroke is used for. Now, what again? We have 3D, sorry, let's go to 3D test. 3D rotate. If you want to, you can see that is what 3D rotate is used for. This way, this way, this way, this way, like this, like this, like this, like this. So we go back. 3D shape. You want to let the shape come out. You can change the angle or darken. You can darken the 3D. You can come here and change the angle, rotate it to anywhere you want. Let me increase it here again. The depth, you can see it. So that is what 3D is used for. More about that later. You can add shadow to the text. Reflection. If you want the text to reflect, you can see the mirror image down of the text. That is reflection. But let me undo it. So these are the function of some of the keys here. You can come to style here. You can quickly change style of that. You see what I have here. You can change it to lean. Apart from, you can change it to another thing here. So these are just a quick text style shortcut that you can quickly apply here. So with that being said, when everything is not selected, what you see here is text, quote, project. That is if you want to change to another project. But we have A here for text. Once you tap this A, you tap this, text will appear. You take it to where you want to place it, then you edit it. But then let me delete it. So here is for shape. This is shape. If you want to pick any shape, you come here, you tap it again. Then this is default. It will come with this square. So you press here, it will take you inside. You can change it to circle. You can change it to half a circle. You can pick this. You can pick this. You can change it to anything you want. So you can come down and change the color. Let me delete it. Then we have arrows here, different kinds of arrows you can use for here. I delete it. We have Bezier tool here. This Bezier tool, more of it later. We'll talk more about it later. We have drawing. Maybe you want to draw something with your hand, free hand, or you want to write maybe signature. I can write. You can sign. You can see it. You click OK. You can see it here. Want to add signature. So these are some of the things you need to know quickly. We have sticker here where you can pick ball, this or this or this or this. But quickly, we can also, apart from that, we can change it to emoji. you need emoji, you can quickly pick it here, change it to anyone you want. So this is health. Let's now, so with this simple explanation, I believe we can move ahead. There are other things to learn, but lastly, before I forget, this is very important. Please pay attention. You see, maybe you are doing something and you want to, something comes up and you want to save you have not finished your design. If you leave this thing like this and go, maybe when next you open, you may find out that everything you have done is wiped out and you have to start the design afresh. Please pay attention. So to avoid that, immediately you start, you click here. See two things: save as project, save as image. Save as image simply means you have finished your design and you want to save it. But save as project mean that you have not finished the design and you want to go and do something first before you return. Please hear me and hear me well. So all you need to do is to write the name of design. Maybe I will write introduction. Write anything as your name and then save it. This thing has saved like this. So if I go back now and I come back to my PixelLab again, you can see everything has been wiped out. So assuming I did not save the project, all I have done is wasted. So how do I get my project back? Please, can you see it? You go there. So when you come here, you will see all the projects you have. These are the projects I'm working and I've saved them. I've not finished. I just save them so that we'll come back and continue later. So this is the one you can see I'm able to bring back everything. Please take note. If not, you end up doing your design almost about to finish. Everything will wipe out once you leave this app and go and do something. Please make sure you save your project before you go out. Please and please. So if I do something, add something now, assuming I add something to this work now, and I see one, I can go back again. You see save changes. It means I've changed it from where it was before. You still ask save changes again. Please let this sink deep into your ear before we continue with our design. So lastly, if I want to save this design to my devices now, there are two ways I will go about it. Either I come here and I say save image and I will save it to my device, or I will come to this side. You can see here export image, then you save it. Something I want to point out here is you see this use image from gallery. If I pick image from here, let's say, you see that image I picked from here has automatically become my background. I cannot edit this image. Any image you are picking from here will become a background. You can't edit it. So, or if you want to bring an image, don't go to here except you want to use it as background. Rather come to this plus sign here. Use this plus sign. Then you enter here. You say from gallery, you enter. Then you can select whatever image you want. Let me bring this food. So when you reach here, before you take it finally in, you can either crop it, you can cycle it, maybe you only need part of that image. This is where you can crop it before you take it inside. You can see it's only the side that I need that I just crop out. Or if I want to add, I will come back to again, and you see I can crop using any length. Again, I can rotate this image. Okay, let me use a picture so that you understand. You see, let me use a picture. Let me show you something quickly. Okay, you see this image is facing this direction, your left hand side. Assuming I want to change this image to face my right hand side, all I need to do is to click here. You can see I've changed the direction. I can turn it this way, turn it this way, turn it upside down. Can you see? Before I will bring it in. So I can equally rotate it like this. So these are some of the basic functions you need to know. So quickly, we will go straight into our first project now. So see you in PixelLab next.